In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
So when last we left our heroes,
Dun dun dun!
our team was traveling with General Cadbury and Lieutenant Kilo. They heard some grumbling coming from the back of the army while they traveled, so they sent Kilo to the back of the army instead of going themselves, which was good because it left them in a position to assist when the front of the army was attacked by giant creatures that came up from the ground called Frontiria. And they destroyed the 3 Frontiria that was there and saves the day. And then they went and grabbed some soup and sent everybody to General Cadbury's tent as a
Reward
I
for a
guess he
job well
sent
done.
them. Yeah. And that was what we did. Lots of combat, but gooey, icky, tentacly time. Appendagey, I guess. I didn't say tentacles really, but appendages. And yeah, so you guys
pictured tentacles.
What?
They still pictured tentacles.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because thinking starfish, but like still just tentacle starfish.
Mm-hmm. Pictured like the tentacles on the jelly things on Futurama that stick out.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like a sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking like a above ground Otiug. Something like that.
I was thinking of starfish.
thank you.
With tentacles.
With arms.
With 7 appendages instead of 5. All right. Anyway. So you travel for the day. It is unimpeded. No more random.
It's still super hot.
It is still super hot, but it does begin to cool down as the sun goes down. And people make up camp. Several people decline putting up fires. There's just really enough fires for cook fires, but it was still pretty warm and humid out. So several people were just like, we don't need a fire tonight. Let's just take off our armor and try to relax and rest. There were people who were set for guard duty, which is something that happens every single night, and you all are hanging out around your camp. You had just eaten dinner, and a few of the soldiers that were attacked are coming up to see you. And so one approaches and says, "Hey, my name's Fitz. I was one of the people that got attacked by one of the starfish thingies, and I just I was up in the appendage. It was about to eat me, and you saved my life. So I want to say thank you for saving my life."
That's what we do, Fitz.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, Vince. We were attacked too.
I saw that. Well, you put yourselves in danger to save us, so that not a lot of people would do that. Soldiers are trained to do that, but you guys, thank you. What you did was great.
Well, glad we could do it.
Absolutely. So me and my guys here, we wanted to bring you a couple gifts. It's not a lot, but we snuck in some grog from town, so didn't know if you had your own, and I think this could probably stay between us as a favor, but here's a couple pints of hard liquor.
Hey, you guys are all right. Glad we helped you out.
Yeah. It's white rum. I hope you like it.
You know I do. It's not mead, but
yeah, we're
more bang for the buck, I suppose.
not a lot of meat in
White rum.
Forsaken City, but there is we're coming up to those bee farms up here, not too far away. So maybe when we get to the bee farms, we can grab you some meat as a thank you.
Oh, I mean, you don't gotta do that, but I like the clover honey variety.
Consider it done. All right, well, you all have a good night now. I'll let you get back to it. I think I heard some cymbal playing before I got here, so, I'll let you get back to that.
All right, Fitz. Hey, you know what? Stop by anytime. You're A-okay.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, I think we should.
Come on, boys. Let's go get ready for our round of guard duty.
Okay. And as they're leaving, I'm going to start practicing trying to turn into a Frontiera.
Okay.
Just to see if I can, get the shape down.
Okay, shit. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a roll.
I mean, not necessarily like, right in front of them, but...
Right. The trauma factor.
Yeah. Ooh, 10.
10 does it. Yeah, you learn Frontiera.
Sweet.
With your giant creepy ass. So, yeah, you lay down on the ground.
With antlers.
Yeah, an antler, and one of your tentacles is actually missing at the end of it. Just the tip of it.
I holler over Eddie. I think I got it.
Except with the Quiznos mouth.
Giant lips.
Yes.
If you ever touch me with one of those tentacles, I'm taking it off. Ooh. Stop. Eddie, make him stop!
Just telling him that makes you a target. Do you not
know where
remember
you
what
sleep.
happened with the hide?
Eddie training me everything to think I'm a target makes me a target.
I would make an illusion of Bill. Here you go, Uorag, get that one.
With a big red dot on it.
Practice on that one.
It's just start slamming the shit out of it with tentacles.
I'm going to start throwing the W word around. You keep...
Wizard?
Delbert didn't leave yet.
I was wondering if he was still around.
He was. But you're getting close to the bee farms, and that is where he will go south along the forest line, and you guys will probably go into the forest to get through the forest to get to New City.
Well, that changed everything that I did up until this point. After the fight. Had to kick Bill out of his wagon for a minute.
You'll do no such thing.
I think we might.
That is a sanctified wagon.
There's still a bunch of goo all over your clothes.
There's just a little more.
Just picks you up. Stand aside.
Oh, whoa!
All right.
Okay, but I'm going to bang the cymbals outside the door the whole time.
Perfect tempo. Thank you.
It won't be. It'll be offbeat and awkward.
Doing the sand walk,
Perfect.
but with cymbals.
So,
Okay, anyway.
you all hang out, you do your things. Moving along.
Just chase him around as a Frontiera.
You all hang out, you do your things, you get ready, call it a night, and you crash for the night. Each of you, Delbert included, yes. Delbert included, you five all wake up, and you immediately recognize that you are still in your dream. And you are standing on a road. It is a brick road, though, and the road is covered in fog. In fact, as far as you can see, there is fog that comes up about 2 feet off the ground, right? So about up to your knees. Fog everywhere. The army is gone. You are not in the plains anymore. The place where you're at, you look up into the sky and there are billions of stars. You can see the sky is perfectly clear and you have never seen so many stars in your life. And not only that, but you see a planet relatively close that you have never seen before. It's never been in your sky. So you are clearly looking at a different sky. Before you, a large mansion begins to appear. Like the fog begins to dissipate around the mansion, just kind of settle. And you can see this large mansion with giant marble pillars in front of it, and you see two very tall elven women. Now, when I say very tall, I mean they are like 14 feet tall. So they are giant elven women. And they are standing there. One of them is leaning against a pillar, just hanging out very casually. And the other is standing there with her hands behind her back, waiting for you to approach. They both have smiles on their face, but they look like they've been waiting on you. Waiting for you.
All right. Death by snoo snoo.
I want to spout lore about this.
Okay.
Does 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
In the Divination Nation, there are a bunch of different lores about afterlives. And some of them talk about the two pillars that lead you through the house to the infinite hallway. And it's not a religion that is really worshipped a whole lot, but this imagery sparks that memory for you that the house is built either to replicate or a design of to imitate the two pillars that you walk between. You enter the door of the house and you enter into the hallway that takes you to your afterlife. It takes you to the light at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the hallway. The house reminds you of that. Now, where it is and how to access it and what you need to do to go through those doors, you don't know those things. Or who the elven women are, really. But it is a folklore about the afterlife for certain groups in the Divination Nation and certain groups in the Conjuration Nation. I think the Conjuration Nation's where mostly the believers in this type of afterlife are, but the Divination Nation collects a lot of those histories just because of there.
Before we talk to them, I'm gonna play my song and attempt to clear shake clear our minds of enchantments just in case, because I don't know how we're here. But so I'm gonna start with Eddie. This is a 9. Does it draw attention?
So I'm not going to tell you what it does,
okay,
but it works on Eddie.
Okay, then I'm going to go again for Adira for 12.
Okay.
Uorag 9.
Okay.
And myself.
Delbert.
9. Delbert's here?
Yeah.
Fine. 10.
Okay, so you're playing this music, right?
I am.
That's how you do this, right?
Yep.
You play your cymbal, and you're playing the same tune for everyone, right? So this kind of all happens at once, like just spreads, happens to everyone, and you all wake up. Dream is over.
Could have maybe asked questions first, but I don't know how reliable they would have been, because...
Yeah, it's definitely something targeted just us.
Actually, I guess we could go look around the camp and make sure nobody else is...
Yeah. It's the middle of the night now?
Yep.
Or... Yeah, let's take a wander real quick. Just check on the sentries and whatnot, maybe.
Okay. So you go out. Most of the camp is asleep. Like I said, plenty of them were sleeping without a campfire tonight. So you see the sentries that are out there. There are a couple that are walking through the camp. Not a lot. Most of them are around the perimeter. But you do see at first a couple walking through the camp. And then do you guys all go as a group, or do you split up and go in different directions?
We'll stick together.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
All right. So as you're walking around, you find the sentries, and a few of them wave hi to you as you kind of approach, but nothing seems out of the norm.
Maybe we should wake up one of the sleeping people, see if they...
Is there somebody
had a
sleeping
dream
nearby?
similar.
Yeah, a bunch of people are sleeping nearby.
All right. Just kind of, hey. What were you dreaming about?
I was dreaming about home. Forsaken City. Is everything okay? What's going on?
All right, go back to sleep.
Okay.
Do another one.
Hey. Hey. What were you dreaming about?
A hot fudge sundae made from goat milk.
No abnormally sized elven women.
Oh, now I'm gonna dream of that.
You're welcome.
Back to sleep. Back to sleep.
All right.
So,
I think it's safe to say that we were targeted by some sort of effect here.
And it was an enchantment.
Whether it meant us weal or woe is
Wait, didn't you
debate, but
didn't you say old boy had enchantments on his armor?
he had some abjuration runes.
Oh, it was abjuration, not enchantment.
Are magical. He had some evocation and enchantment on his sword, but
when we were in that area, did I sense any spirits other than us?
You, oh man. No, I don't think you would. No.
Okay.
Not there.
Just very quiet or like unusually quiet?
It was just unusually, I mean, you sensed the two women.
Yeah.
You could sense there was an aura about the pillars, but the door was closed and you couldn't sense anything from inside the house.
That's fair.
You made me think about that.
all right. I think it's probably safe for us to go back to sleep. I mean, just if we get pulled back into that, don't wake us up right away. Let's talk a little first.
I wasn't even trying to wake us up. I was just making sure that they didn't put any other funky stuff in our head.
Yeah. No way to know, because it's just
Uorag goes back to sleep.
everything.
As a frontier.
Yeah.
Just plop on the ground.
Yeah, haven't had
I sent a tentacle over and grabbed Bill. Snuggle.
No.
It's a struggle.
The bad touch.
Struggle snuggle.
All right. There are no more dreams. At least none of that magical variety.
Bill has a nightmare.
I dream of
Snuggles.
Ah, don't touch me there. Oh.
I dream of a desert where there's no moisture and no sticky. After I deep clean my wagon.
It's like the title of your sex tape.
Yeah. Reminds me of that one Derek comedy video
Oh,
where
yeah.
she's like, I'm going to make it so dry in my mouth for
Make
you.
it like sand.
Guys love it when it's like a desert in your mouth.
Who told you that?
Sorry. All right. So that's what you dream
Flattens
of.
the whole thing out for you.
Yeah.
Reference for two people. Enjoy.
Both gonna chuckle.
Yeah. That's where Childish Gambino got to start.
That is my.
Yeah.
That's where I do it, bro.
Yeah. All right. So you guys wake up the next morning.
Donald Glover,
And there are people up in the camp, like getting stuff around, getting ready, and getting the day prepped. Breakfast is served to you. They bring stuff over to you. They are the jalapeno hot pockets. So it's sausage and jalapeno, and some cheese in there. And they bring over. It's like the closest thing to an actual hot pocket that exists, and it's the breakfast ones. And then they give you little canisters of syrup to pour on your
Fucking perfect.
Can't ever just be good.
Does it remind you of someone, Bill?
No, it's just sticky.
Yep, just like your dream.
Oh.
All right, so
pick your syrup.
the army gets around, everybody starts getting ready to march, and Lieutenant Kilo has, you've noticed, moved a handful of the people that were in the back up toward the front of the army, where they would have a closer proximity to the general, and they could get more water, and he's trying to rotate around. So even though they're not his specific group that he is in charge of, he is at least trying to limit the complaining and the frustration of the troops.
Cool. He's working on morale.
Yeah. Yep.
Good deal.
Good dude, that Kilo.
Maybe.
What's his deal? Low.
Dilo from Kilo.
Dealio.
Our heroes will return after these messages.
Hey there, it's Nico again. If you'd like to skip the ads next time, as well as support our show, you should check out our Patreon. All levels get ad-free listening, where you get to skip all the commercials, and then there are a bunch of other features, depending on what tier you go with. Check out the link at www.afoolsquest.com. And now that the commercials are out of the way, it's time to dive back into the foolishness. All right, so you start going on your way, and as you're going, Uorag, you're still kind of going in. You're not in the carts, right? You're still kind of going with the troops, sweeping in and out. All right, make a wisdom roll while you're going.
Oh, that's a 2.
A 2. Okay.
Okay, that's not a 2.
Man. So, all right, that 2 is going to do 2 things, or actually not do 2 things for you. All right, so you start going for a while, and yeah, none of the rest of you would hear about this, because Eddie, you're in the car, Adira's driving that car, Bill's driving his own car, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you get to about lunchtime again, after traveling, and you start hearing murmurs around you from other soldiers discussing how certain people in the army have gotten sick. And it's never good when an army gets sick, right? Because that stuff will spread right through the army and could really impact everyone. So you hear people, they're not in charge, they're just soldiers, just grunts, and they're over there saying, oh, well, you know, the medics have been sent up to these 3 different spots, but it's in different sections of the army, so it's already starting to spread. It's becoming an issue already, and the medics have been dispatched, but I hope that they're quarantining them. I hope that they're not letting them near other people. And then they just have more of their own ideas on how General Cadbury should be dealing with this, even though most of their ideas are dumb.
Should we go have a word with Cadbury? I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, we should maybe just talk to Cadbury or Kilo about that, see if we can get more information.
We need to talk to Kilo first.
Yeah.
He brought those guys to the front. They need to be checked out first. Ooh, a little wisdom from Adira there. Woohoo!
So you go up toward the front where the people from the back went up with Kilo?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make it up there. Kilo's up there shooting the shit, chatting with them, and he sees you coming, and he's like, oh, hey, second breakfast. How's it going?
There is talk of sickness.
Yeah, I've heard. It's not up here in this group, though, so you're safe here. There's over in Lieutenant Brang's platoon group, there's, I guess, 3 different groups of people that have gotten sick.
Perhaps we should look into it.
What kind of sickness? Any word?
I haven't heard yet. The medics got called over to look into them, and then we're supposed to have a meeting with Cadbury in about 20 minutes to discuss what he wants to do. But Cadbury's over investigating them right now, so he's going to send runners for us when he's ready for us to chat with him.
All right. Well, we might join you for that.
You're welcome to. I mean, you guys are kind of in charge around here, so... But to answer your question, Adira, the people who were complaining about the water from the back are not the ones who are sick.
Awesome. Carry on.
All right. So you just hang out here for about 20 minutes till Cadbury calls?
Does it happen to be any of the ones that were involved in the altercation yesterday?
That was from the center of the group.
Just from the front. Up here, but... It was after we stopped, so who knows where they were in the...
Kilo,
check it out.
Kilo says, I'm not certain. I didn't see which people were impacted.
Guy named Fitz. He one of yours?
No. Fitz is one of Krang's.
You know what? We're gonna head over to Crank's platoon.
Okay.
We'll probably see you at that meeting. Let's go that way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. If you talk to Cadbury before I get there, let him know we're all fine up here.
All right, will do.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. So you have been with the military for a few days now. You know where everybody kind of sets up camp. So you can get up to Krang's group and you see that there are some roped off areas. They have taken actual rope from their packs and tied off. They put stakes in the ground and put ropes around the stakes and kind of quarantine sections off.
I'm going to go see if I can see the soldiers that are in the roped off area.
Are you trying to
See if I recognize them from the fight yesterday.
Okay. Make an intelligence roll.
10.
10 will do it. Okay. So you kind of have to navigate around a little bit. They're intense even right now.
Well, tell them to calm down.
They're a little worked up.
So you are able to get to a position where you see one of the medics comes out and he's not wearing a mask or anything, but he comes out and he's holding the flap open for another medic who's coming out carrying a tray. And you can see inside that Fitz is one of the people that is sick.
Bad grog.
I don't know. I feel fine. I don't think it's the grog. I'm going to go approach those medics that came out and then... Hey, you two.
Yes.
What's wrong with these soldiers in there?
Oh, they appear to be afflicted by something. I'm not quite sure what it is.
And you're not wearing a mask?
No, I didn't realize until it was too late, and, you know, we got called up here pretty quickly.
He's got a good distance between himself and you.
I have no shirt to cover my nose.
Do all of them have wounds, the afflicted soldiers?
No, I would say several of them do from yesterday's skirmish, but there are several more sick that have no wounds on them.
Were they involved in the skirmish?
No.
No.
Did any of them have any funny dreams last night?
I'm not aware, but I could ask.
You're a doctor.
Well,
Damn it, Jim, you're a doctor.
it's not typically one of the questions we ask.
God, they don't teach them right anymore, man. Back when I went to medical
Call
school.
yourself. Go back and ask.
Oh, you're a doctor as well?
Of course I'm a doctor.
Well, then maybe you can come assist.
No.
Not that kind of doctor. I'm the kind that tells you to go ask
Teaches
questions.
The
Go
second
wash your
doctor
hands
that had
and
come
put
out,
on
the
a
one with the tray, hands the tray over to the one that's talking to you, and then he goes back in to ask about dreams for you. And
Do you see Cadbury around anywhere?
no, you don't see Cadbury around here.
That dude is never where he needs to be.
What are their symptoms?
Right now, they have this really bad rash that is all over their back. And it seems to be eating away at small little sections of their back. Little
Gross.
spots.
Given my background in the plains, would this sound familiar at all?
It doesn't because he rolled a 2.
Yeah.
There it is!
Yeah.
Adira might know.
I skipped
Yeah.
that.
Being from the plains.
What is that?
It'd be a wisdom roll.
I'm pretty sure that's a +0 for Adira. So for a good roll here. No, that is 2. That is
Jesus.
also a 2.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta
no.
roll that again. Right.
Yep.
Okay, of course, that's a 10.
Well,
Nope.
2 of you have failed.
I have that bag of books, and I think there was some sort of
Throw it at somebody.
survival book in there that was written by a plainsman. So I'm going to check that out.
Okay.
That's an 11.
That's it.
For the intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start going through the book and you find a spot that talks about the Chlorixica plant. And it talks about the properties that the Chlorixica plant can have, and gives you an illustration of what it does. But while you're reading through that, it talks about how certain things like rashes and certain things like open wounds can be healed by distilling the juices from the Chlorixica plant and applying them to these open spots and open spaces. Where did you get this survival book that's in your bag of books?
I picked that up at the library. It's actually overdue for the last 4 months. I got it because I needed to look up like just a remedy for bee stings or something like that.
Yes.
I forgot all about it, but like, wait a second, I had that book about rashes or whatever. No, it was a survival book, but whatever, it's close enough. Chlorixica plant, huh?
Yeah. So you didn't really find anything about the Frontiera or about that specific, but you found something that can potentially help.
All right. And is there like an illustration of the plant or description or something?
Yep, there's both.
Let's, hey, you guys. We need this plant. So,
Uorag, go ask the field where it's at. That's how it works, right? I just assume you can talk to everything.
You could turn into a hawk and have great vision and maybe spot it from the air.
He can't do birds. That's very insensitive of you.
I can't bird very well.
You're trying. Might be funny.
Try to be a swan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the healers. The healer, I'm still over by him, but yeah, I'm gonna say, all right, listen here. I haven't gone to medical school like you or this guy, but I've got this book that tells me that this Chlorixica plant. You heard of that?
No,
it looks like this. I'm gonna show him the picture.
Oh, that's okay. I've seen that before. Yes.
Yeah, some people call it king's foil. Think of it as a weed. A poultice or something made of this is really going to help clear that right up. So let's get some folks on foraging some of that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we can do that. Actually, so Lieutenant Krang and General Cadbury are over in Krang's tent over there. We're not allowed to leave the quarantined area.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, a few of us are also beginning to feel ill.
Where's Lieutenant Kilo? We can go find
him. He's back at the front.
So, if you'd like to let Cadbury know, maybe he can dispatch the orders.
Yeah, we'll go do that.
Yeah, let's make the meeting and.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that knowledge. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you're going to be okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you. All right. And now all of you need to make a Constitution save.
Oh, that's a +3.
Yeah, yours is +3.
Yeah.
That's the thing you're good at.
I got a 4.
Yeah, I was good at wisdom.
I got an 8.
A 10.
Ooh, big numbers.
I'm good because I try to wear my bikini over my nose.
13.
Okay, so Uorag, being a shapeshifter, your body naturally knows how to fight off these types of things. Adira, you just have a stupid high constitution. In fact, you are half made of fire, so, you just kind of burn off you sweat it out.
Yeah.
Eddie and Bill, I'm very sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, you're not.
But you start heading over to Cadbury's tent, and your tummies start getting the grumblies. Gurgle, gurgle.
Not again.
And not the good kind.
You know what? I'm going to go back over there in those ropes.
Oh, what about
you guys go tell
Delbert?
General what's his name about this, and I'm going to toss the book that we read.
Oh, okay.
Delbert starts feeling sick too.
Oh.
He got a 7.
You sons of bitches.
You guys all feeling okay?
I'll I'm feeling good.
I'm not feeling good.
Not feeling great.
I was feeling good until Delbert said that.
All right, Delbert and Bill, let's just go back over in the quarantine area there.
Just go.
You
turn
two are
around.
probably fine. Go talk to the general. You know, the guy in charge of the whole army. That's probably.
Oh, my tummy.
It's probably fine. I want to go find a latrine.
Oh, me too.
Scoot over.
Hold hands.
We can't find one, so we'll just like hold our hands out, clasped in front of us, so we can both squat.
Screaming.
Bill, you're on your own.
I'm sitting on the arms.
Nah, we can tripod this. We can tripod this. It's fine.
Your feet are all touching.
You know what?
No.
I've got a better idea. How long is that heavenly staff?
Oh.
Long enough for 3 guys to sit on it side by side.
It is now. Absolutely.
All right, then I'm gonna stand it about 2 feet off the ground and push that button like the long way. So
Right.
There we go.
Not the straight up and down way. That'll clean you out.
Now we got something to sit on. Now we don't have to hold hands while we just gotta snuggle a little bit. I call a window seat. I'm not sitting in the middle.
All right, so Adira and Uorag leave you other 3 to shit your guts out.
Nasties.
Paint the side of those guys' tent.
Yeah. Ladder fits his tent.
The inside.
And you get over to Krang's tent. As you approach, you hear Krang throwing up in the tent. And Cadbury going,
Good God, man. This smells awful. What did you eat?
So, into the tent.
Oh, Uorag. Oh, thank God. Hold that flap open, if you will. Oh, God.
General, if you would get away from him, I believe he is ill, and I don't want you to catch it.
I'm more than happy to. Oh, God.
and he steps away and holds his hands up away from, like, to block any puke from splattering toward him. And comes crawling out, and he's like,
whoa, that was disgusting, man.
Eddie has found something that may help your men. And I'll open the page, show him the Chloroxis.
Okay, yeah.
We need to find some of these, and we can distill a poultice of some sort, or Bill and Eddie have the idea.
Okay.
I can probably help them find the herbs.
Yeah, well, we could probably send some people out into the woods. There's some woods nearby, just past the little plain right here.
But whatever this is very contagious.
It's spreading quickly.
Please tell your men to steer clear of those that are infected.
Okay, yeah, we'll send them medics, and we'll send, do you think that the cooks might know?
I would just watch everyone very carefully.
Why, I meant what the plant is. Be able to identify it.
They might.
If it's not a cooking ingredient, I don't know. Then maybe. Yeah.
Well, I don't know either. I'm just asking what you think.
I don't know.
They can help
I have
prepare it at least.
I have some herbs and poultices on me. Would I know anything about this particular herb?
you don't. You failed that. You failed that roll specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you and Adira both know nothing about this role, and you are both from this area.
Yeah.
Like, I literally have it in my notes that you two would probably figure this out. You both critically failed that roll.
Yeah. Okay. So, just take a real good look at the picture, and go look.
All right, so how do you guys go looking for it? So Cadbury goes and starts telling people about it. He leaves the picture with you, though, unless you want him to take it.
No, he can take it.
Okay, so he takes it, and so he'll go talk to the medics and the cooks, some of the civilians, and then dispatch soldiers to go with them to guard them. But it's
And I want to go rabbit mode, full on jackalope, just extra speed and foraging abilities.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah, 12 for the roll.
Okay, so that's 3 moves. So I will let you expend those moves to find and collect those things.
Yep.
Like, hands down, you just beeline it toward the wood line. You're not at the forest. You're not at the the spider and demon forest, but there are some wooded areas out here. So you beeline it, and you get to nearly right where you want to go.
Sweet.
Adira, what are you doing to find some?
I'm not sure.
If you want to do just a survival roll, that's wisdom based, but outside of that, if you come up with a cool idea for how to find some, then it would be just that roll based on whatever your idea is.
Hold your axe as like a divine.
Right. I don't know, just check underbrush, I guess, looking for it under low bushes.
Okay. All right, so you're just going to do a wisdom saving throw then, or a wisdom roll then.
A 7.
A 7? Okay, so you find some with a 7. You also find some poison ivy that just... yeah.
But the plant will treat that, so it's fine.
I'm on fire. It's just going to burn off.
Yeah. You can burn the oils right out of your skin. Okay. So you guys get some, and you come back, and what do you do with the plants that you brought back?
Take it to the medics. I'm sure they would have the apparatus and things that they would need to distill it and do what they got to do.
Do you take it to the medics in the quarantine zone or outside?
No, because they probably don't have their equipment with them. So I'll take it to the medics outside of the quarantine zone.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's a couple medics that are there that have actually even heard of this, and so they begin working on distilling it and coming up with some stuff. Eddie and Bill, are you two doing anything while you're pooping with
Delbert?
Just pooping back and forth forever.
Okay. Yeah. So
Eddie and I are holding hands across Delbert, but we're not including him.
Just crying.
Yeah, we're crying a little too, yeah.
For sure.
Take them some water. They're probably dehydrated.
After everything we've been through, did you think it was going to end up with dying of dysentery?
I don't even know Terry.
Are we playing Oregon Trail?
you're losing too.
I mean, that's all you can do in Oregon Trail. I don't think anyone's ever won that game.
So yeah, you guys are pooping. Somebody brings you over some tea with electrolytes, and that helps.
It's what plants crave.
Why is my tea salty?
And after a little while, people start bringing in the different tinctures to be able to put it on people and
put it on their tinctures.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
You three, Delbert, Eddie, and Bill, are all part of the first group to be given this tincture. You found it. You're also illusionists. You're a part of a clique. You are high-profile people. You are needed for the greater good. The soldiers are put on the back burner. You are given the tincture, but you all spike into really high fevers. Like, you are actually pretty much down for the count for a little while, while your body fights off this.
You guys are hallucinating.
Yep. Seeing all sorts of weirdness. So everybody is recovering, and the area around you gets pretty harvested for the different
Chloroscope plants.
Chloroxica plant, and
Clarissa tells it all, whatever it is.
And you guys have gone and gotten as much as you can. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to have stopped the spread for everyone. And about 15% of the army has come down with this sickness, and they cannot be cured. So the army keeps them all quarantined, including several of the medics that were there. A few of the medics were also treated, some of the more intelligent, more tenured medics, but many of them declined, saying that they wanted to save the soldiers, trying to be good doctor people. And the people who are treated are moved to another quarantine spot, as people who have been medicated. The ones who are not have stayed in this other quarantine, and it takes about 3 days for both the people who got sick to recover and the people who got sick to die. So, The army is down to about 350 people now. Wait, no. 15% would be 50 for 10 plus 25. So 425 soldiers is what's left.
Okay.
Okay.
We did what we could.
Yeah. And so day 4, I mean, you guys are spending quite a bit of time here in this plane. Day 4, the soldiers have already begun digging graves out in the plane, and they have asked that anybody that was infected and cured be the ones to take the bodies out to bury them, because you're not likely to catch it again.
I could use Tensor's floating disc, but
Delbert's a big boy. He can do most of the work on his own.
We'll just
cheer him on.
We need
we'll
a
just
valley in our
fashion a
wagon.
leader onto the whatever, onto the back of my wagon and use it to drag him. We're not putting him in the wagon.
Kilo gives Delbert 2 meat hooks that he can just hook into people.
Yeah, I'll go help Barry.
We'll just use some of the now extra tents to make a leader and drag them all in one grouping, and then we'll tell them we buried them, but we're really just going to leave them in the field.
Okay, so
I should turn Frontier and you grab them with the tentacles and just drag them 7 at a time.
for anybody that would like to figure out how this happened, I will give you a chance to figure it out, or with an intelligence roll, if you've got a reason on how you would have put 2 and 2 together. Eddie's got the book, the survival book, which would be a good indicator for him to make an intelligence roll.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and make that. And that's going to be an 11.
An 11 will do it. So, a part of the Tyria monster family, they have that oozy, goopy cellular skin and flesh that is connected with tendons and the sharp, pokey hooks that they put into people. When they scratch people open and that goop gets into them, it creates an infection that goes onto their back to kill them. The infection is how more of those Frontiria are born. It is their baby phase, their pupate state, if you will, also known as bacteria.
Yep. There it is.
And so if you're burying the bodies...
Burn them.
Yeah, I'm going to stop burying them. And,
Giant
I'm
pit.
going to go with the general though. Hey,
And somebody piss Adira off.
yeah.
I'll run.
General, we can't bury these, man. We got to cremate. This is how we make more of those monsters.
That is a terrifying concept.
Yeah, isn't it?
It is.
So let's go ahead and cremate these guys. Let's get some pyres started. Your men have been collecting the horse turds and drying them, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Every day at dawn.
Let's get some pyres started.
All right. So, in a sad day, a large funeral pyre is built, and the bodies of the fallen soldiers are cremated to prevent the spread of Frontiria. And this is a good place to stop.
Frack.
As soon as he said it, God damn it. Just wait.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.